Hey, what's up? How you doing? So today we're going to be talking about ways to save and make money. I am a 22-year-old news producer, meaning I'm young. I haven't been in the workforce that long, meaning I don't have a ton of money, as a lot of people my age don't. And in case you don't know, news producer salaries are not great. I feel like most young adults, especially in their first jobs or at the very start of their career, kind of in the same boat as are like college students. You're not making a whole lot of money and you're spending a whole lot of money because tuition is very expensive, as is housing. And I do have one video specifically talking about how to save money in college, but I'm going to be giving all new tips and all new advice in this video for more young adults. But again, you can use this at any point in your life. I'm just a young adult, so this is sort of like what I think are some good ways to save money. First thing we're going to talk about is a couple of different ways to make money as opposed to save it that do not really take much extra effort in your life, because we're all busy. If you don't want to get a whole other second job, maybe these could be some things to think about. First one will make you the least amount of money, but it's also the easiest thing, and that is to download things like Ibotta or Fetch Rewards, those kinds of apps on your phone that just give you points when you scan receipts. I have both of them. I haven't used Ibotta in forever. I more so use Fetch Rewards. You're not like going to be able to make a second income off of these things because they don't give you that many points unless you buy their specific things. Like, they have a list of different stuff that you can get a lot of points for, like on the homepage. And if you don't buy that kind of stuff, then you're probably not gonna get that many rewards. If you're like me, I don't buy a lot of name brand stuff. I mostly buy like store brands, like Aldi brands, Walmart brands, that kind of stuff. So it's not, you know, a Lay's bag of chips I'm not gonna buy, but that might get me more points because it's the name brand that they're advertising on their app. But these are especially good if you use the type of products that get you a lot of points. And the only reason I use the app, even though I don't buy that many name brands, is because it's still giving me points for something that I'm gonna do anyway. I don't go out of my way to buy extra stuff because of that app. I just scan the receipts that I was already gonna buy anyway. So I'm just getting points for living my life, essentially. So it's just one of those things. It takes like 3 seconds to open it up, scan your receipt, and then go be on your way. And it gets you points that you can redeem in the form of gift cards once you hit a certain number of points. It does take a lot of points for you to even get like a $3 gift card. So like I said, it's not like a side income. Another thing is to just turn a hobby that you have into a profit. Like, if you love photography, you can sell pictures on Shutterstock. If you like painting or making things, you might be able to sell them on Etsy or eBay. Little hobbies that you're gonna do anyway for fun, just maybe you can turn it into a profit. But even something like, if you're good at voice, like you have a good voice, or you might be able to do advertising of like voice acting. I know there are sites where people can literally pay you to read their script or something for them for a video or whatever. There's all sorts of different ways you can make money online. So just looking into that. There are also things I have tried, like those websites where you take surveys and you get money from them. I tried for like a week with one of those, and I made like $2 off of it, and it was a lot of time. Like, some of the surveys are like 30 minutes long, so I gave up on those. But that's also another option. I just personally don't like those. And then another random job that might not really be a hobby of yours, but I think a lot of people, especially younger people, can do and make a decent amount of money off of it, is tutoring other kids, especially right now in the middle of a pandemic when a lot of kids aren't actually going to class and they're just learning over Zoom. I think now more than ever is a time where there needs to be more tutors for kids that can give sort of in-person learning to a child. Tutoring is also an option that you can make a decent chunk of change off tutoring. All right, now let's move from making money to saving money. Just in case you don't want to do any of those things and you're just interested in some ways to save money, let's get into my tips. So a lot of these tips revolve around sort of being strategic about how you spend your money on your items. But the first thing is not an item thing, but a utilities situation here. If you have high utilities like they do in Virginia, you know how your dad always got mad at you when you would leave a light on in your room when you left it? Get mad at yourself when you do that now that you're an adult and you have to live on your own. Don't leave lights on in your house, in your apartment. Don't leave just random things running that you don't need. Don't set your AC at a temperature that is like super cold if it's in the summer or super hot in the winter. Utilize opening your windows, running like box fans or ceiling fans if you have them. Utilize fuzzy socks and fuzzy pants and long sleeves and jackets and hoodies. Don't leave your water running. Just be very mindful of the utilities that you're using, because when you are mindful of that, it will drop your bill substantially, especially with heating and cooling your apartment. That's like the biggest chunk, I think. Another one that is super crucial and important to me is not going out to eat and instead eating at home, learning to cook meals that you like, just doing that instead of eating out all the time. I have so many friends who eat out constantly. Like at work, they don't bring their lunch or go home to eat. They just order like Grubhub or Uber Eats or something. That's a lot of money. Bring your lunch to work. Tell yourself when you're out driving and you pass Chick-fil-A and you want to stop and get something, tell yourself, no, we have food at home like your mom used to when you were a kid and you want a McDonald's. Another big one is coffee. A lot of people want to go out every morning and get their coffee, but that's like $3 to $4 a day. It adds up. It doesn't seem like a lot at the time, but it adds up. If you actually sit down and pay attention to how much money you're spending on food and drinks just out and about during your day, you will look back and realize that you're spending like hundreds of dollars a month on this stuff, and you don't need to. You can just cook at home. It might not be as tasty or convenient, but it will save you a lot of money. But if it is a habit that you're trying to break, I think one of the most important things you can do is learn to cook foods that you really, really like, so that way you'll be excited to have the food that you have at home instead of out and about. If you're not a good cook, there's still options that you can get, like pre-made stuff at the store. Next is one that saves me a lot of money because, like I said, I don't really go out. I cook pretty much all my meals. I do not shop at expensive grocery stores. I shop at cheap grocery stores, and that saves me so much money because you can so easily spend hundreds of dollars grocery shopping. So I don't go to places like, obviously, don't go to Whole Foods. Please don't go to Whole Foods if you're trying to save money. But also places like Publix are gonna be a little bit more expensive. And I know people love Publix, especially Florida. Apparently, like I have multiple friends who live here that are from Florida. They're obsessed with Publix. We don't have a Publix in the Hampton Roads where I live. You have to drive like 2 hours to go to a Publix. You know, they're out here like not getting pub subs and being sad about it. I like Publix too, but I don't know why it's a Florida obsession. Publix is gonna be a little bit more expensive. You know, Harris Teeter, that's one that we have here. It's kind of like a Publix. It's expensive. Even Target. I know people's beloved Target. I recommend not going to Target unless you absolutely have to. It's really not the best if you're trying to save money or utilize your funds. Go to Walmart. Man, Walmart, people sleep on Walmart. I love Walmart. I mean, I don't love Walmart as in the experience of going to Walmart. I mean, it has a bad name for a reason in terms of the people of Walmart and, you know, not the best customer service around. But it's friggin' cheap, and they have everything, and they have cute stuff too. I know a lot of people will say they go to Target as opposed to Walmart because the stuff is better, cuter, whatever. I call bullcrap, because yes, Target has super cute stuff. Of course, it's Target. We all know this. But so does Walmart. There's some clothes at Walmart that are actually really cute, and they're home, like decorations, furniture, that kind of stuff. Dude, it's cute. It's good. And I mean, it's not like the best quality in the world, but it's passable. And it's affordable. It's so cheap. When I was shopping for furniture for my apartment, I got like 99% of it at Walmart. That little end table behind me, Walmart. That coffee table behind me, Walmart. My TV stand, my desk, my dresser, my bedside table, all of it, Walmart. And if you're interested in seeing all that stuff, there's a link of my apartment tour up there. My dining room table, Walmart. It was like $40. My dining room table and 4 chairs. Is it the best quality in the world? No. There's already a chip on that. I've had it for like 10 months, 11 months now. There's a little chip on my coffee table and a scratch on there that just sort of showed up. I don't know how. But if you're young, you just need some furniture, you just need some decorations that you're not gonna take with you for the rest of your life, but you need some short-term stuff. It's great, it's perfect. It's way better than Target. Target is more expensive. And grocery-wise, it's not even a contest. Walmart all the way. Aldi. Aldi is my holy grail store. I talk about it so much, people make fun of me for how much I talk about Aldi. It's a problem. I'm like their spokesperson. A bunch of the stuff there is going to be way cheaper than you can find anywhere else. They sell like bottles of wine there for like $2 or $3. I always grocery shop at Aldi first. Now, Aldi doesn't have everything you're gonna need, most likely. I usually have to go to Walmart after Aldi to pick up a couple extra things, but it's worth it because I save so much money. It's good stuff, so I'm saying. And they have stuff that's not even all food. They have random home stuff. I buy so many random things from there that I'm like, in love with. I bought boots at Aldi the other day. Boots, like little booties, you know, $20. They're so cute. Bought a wax melter there, a lantern. It's actually, I don't know if you can see it. It's on the second row down there with the little lights inside of it. Don't sleep on Aldi, that's all I'm saying. And another one I will talk about, this video is gonna be so long, I'll be just talking about places I like. The Dollar Tree. Y'all, go to the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has good stuff. I mean, not everything there is gonna be good, and it's not gonna be, again, the best quality in the world, but they have some stuff. You'd be surprised. Cute decorations, like all of my fall decorations in my apartment this year, from frickin' Dollar Tree, and they're cute. And I'm about to go get my Christmas decorations for my apartment from Dollar Tree this week. And then I will also probably upload a haul of that and like decorating my apartment Christmas, so stay tuned for that. It's worth going in, but not all Dollar Trees are created equal. So if you go in one and it's crap, I recommend trying at least 2 more in your area if you have them, to see if there's a better one around, because some of them suck, but some of them are great. Next, if you have random things in your life that you just sort of use a lot, buy them in bulk, like dish soap or detergent or shampoo. I'm using a lot of soapy things, but that's just something I think everyone uses like constantly. There's no need to buy small bottles unless you're taking it somewhere. Buy the biggest ones you can, and that will be way more cost effective for you in the long run. Like, I always buy the big shampoos and big conditioners because I'm gonna use them, and it's way cheaper for me to buy one of those big ones for $10 than a way smaller one for $7. I mean, of course, sometimes bigger bulk items can be very expensive and you might not want to spend that much at once. That's understandable, but if it's something that you can afford and you know you'll use all of it, and it's going to be way cheaper to buy that as opposed to the smaller versions over and over and over again, do it. It saves you money in the long run. I used to be the worst about buying small things instead of bulk things because I was like, I don't want to get more big stuff in my apartment because I don't live in a super big apartment. But now I've just stopped caring about that, and I'm fine with having bigger, bulkier things in my drawers if I need it, because it's cheaper, and I'm all about saving that cash. Similarly to Retail Me Not and Ibotta and stuff, use coupon apps. Coupon, however you say it, use them. It also can't hurt to just download the apps, and download the apps of the stores you shop at regularly, and then you can look at sale ads and stuff like that before you go, see if there's anything that you want that's on sale for that week. Just putting a little bit more pre-planning into going grocery shopping, or just shopping for anything in general, but if you pre-plan it out a little bit instead of just going into the store, throwing some stuff in your cart and leaving, you're likely going to find some ways to save money. I also don't really recommend buying name brand that much unless you really love name brand, or you think there's like a big difference in name brand versus not to you personally. To me personally, whenever I buy name brand versus not, I can usually not tell a difference. Some stuff, sure, there's definitely a difference, but like great value pasta versus a name brand pasta, I don't notice a single difference. Great value butter versus like Land O'Lakes butter, don't notice a difference. There's a lot of stuff I think you can just ignore the name brand, buy the cheaper version, and it's gonna be very minimal to possibly no different for you. Another thing is, if you are planning on going out and looking for a specific item, not grocery related, just like a random thing, like a bed frame or TV stand or clothes, go thrifting first and see if you can find it used. Whether that be thrifting online, whether it be doing it in person. Thrifting is top tier. Thrifting is great because sometimes you're gonna go and you're not gonna find anything and it's gonna be a bust and it's sad and it's like, oh crap. But sometimes you're gonna go and you're gonna find exactly what you need, or at least close enough. And it's gonna be way cheaper than if you bought it new. And you might be able to find it in really decent condition. I know a lot of people praise Facebook Marketplace. I've personally never used it. I've also personally never bought anything off like Craigslist or an online situation. I usually prefer to go to stores. There's a Plato's Closet close to you. I definitely recommend going there for clothes before you go somewhere else, because you can find really nice, like Plato's Closet's picky with who they buy their clothes from. So I would definitely try there because they usually have in-style cute stuff for a good price. And if you are somebody who likes to buy clothes a lot, like filling up your closet and then wanting to purge your closet, do that. Purge your closet, take the stuff to Plato's Closet, and then see how much store credit or money you can get from that, and then buy more new clothes with your store credit. And that's a great way to revamp your closet, like every season or every year, however often you'd like to do it, without spending as much money, because you're like trading out your old clothes for new clothes or shoes or jewelry or whatever. Also, don't buy things just because they're in style at the moment. I know a lot of people can fall into the trap of seeing something online all the time and kind of thinking it's cute because you're seeing it everywhere and everyone else really likes it, and so you go out and you buy it and it's kind of expensive, and then you have it and then it goes out of style, and then once it goes out of style you no longer like it anymore because you didn't actually really like it to begin with. You only liked it because everyone else around you was buying it and liked it. My biggest thing with like things that are in style is just think about it. Just don't do impulse purchases with things that are in style. If you actually really like it, okay, but you might not. So just kind of think about it for a minute before you decide if you're gonna buy an expensive, trendy thing. Okay, and my last tip is one that's very prevalent at this time of year, and that is to wait until after a season before you buy said seasonal thing. Like fall decorations, Halloween decorations, or costumes or makeup or whatever, Christmas decorations, Christmas like wrapping paper, random little things like that. Wait until after it's passed to buy a majority of that stuff. I mean, some stuff you might want to buy, like I'm gonna buy Christmas decorations this year because I don't have that many Christmas decorations to begin with. But waiting until after, when the sales are on, you're gonna get some perfectly good decorations for a cheap price because you're gonna get them on clearance because the season's passed, and then you just save them for next year. Anyway, I know this video is probably ridiculously long because I talked about grocery stores forever and just I had a lot of different random things I wanted to talk about, but I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any tips on how to save money, definitely leave them in the comments below. And if you have any videos that you would like to see, also leave those in the comments too. If you liked this video, you can give it a like. You can also subscribe to me if you like. I put out new videos every single week. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.